Greetings, everyone. 2K Sports brings you the NBA. This is Kevin Harlan. I'm joined by Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr as we get set to bring you all the action. It's the Philadelphia 76ers facing Seattle. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. And so, in the game for the 76ers, we've got Lynch. Mutombo is out there with Hill. Then there's Allen Iverson. And it's McKee in at the one spot. And so it's the Sonics getting on the board first. The drive by Iverson. Here's Hill. Nails the baby hook.
If you battle for the offensive rebound and come up with it, you're guaranteed a high-quality shot on a follow just like he got there.
Payton passes to Kemp. And it's Lynch with the rebound.
You rarely see him missing dunks, but the defender was right in his face on that one, and it threw him off just enough.
And McKee kicks to Iverson. Mutombo against Schrempf. Hits the front of the rim and out. On defense, the 76ers. Shoots from the baseline. Connects the jumper cross. Schrempf's got his first basket.
Well, nice way there to get your first basket of the game.
And here are the 76ers now. Now the pass to Lynch. On the wing, Iverson. Another miss by Iverson.
Well, that's a surprising miss right there. He usually feasts on those wide-open opportunities.
Such a careless pass. You've got to keep your head in the game here.
Perkins is checked in for Johnson. The 76ers also with a sub. Jones checked in for Hill. 44 seconds left to play in the first. Payton against McKee. From outside the arc. And it's Seattle with the rebound. Here's the break. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Kemp passes to Hawkins. Schrempf kicks to Payton. Good on the three-point shot. Payton's got his first 3 points of the game.
That is some real serious dime dropping there. Exquisite assist.
Here's McKee. There's the dish to Iverson. Back to McKee. In low to Mutombo. Great D that time from Kemp.
Well, one of his issues is he's a player that just does not.
Beats the buzzer.
Wow. Oh, miracle heave to finish off the quarter. How did he get that to go down?
A nice release and some good concentration as well, but the biggest thing about that, a whole lot of luck.
And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And before we move on, guys, what do you think about what we've seen so far from the Supersonics?
Yeah, the defense has been terrific. They came out right from the beginning, alert and focused, and they've been really good at that end of the floor.
And I think Coach has to be pleased with the effort, Steve.
Rakowski is out there with Perkins. And it's Wingate. And it's McMillan. And it's Askew in at the shooting guard position. That's the lineup in the game for Seattle. It's Jones on the wing. Covered by Wingate. And here are the Supersonics now. Seattle with the ball. Askew. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two. The Supersonics shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. That free throw, no good.
Vincent Askew at the line for two.
He hits the second from the line. So it's Philadelphia now. 9-point game. McKee dishes to Iverson. Here's Geiger. Nice work on the boards. Paying off with the basket.
Can't pass up that kind of look.
We've got 1:18 left in the first half. Out to the right wing. Askew cashes in for a double-digit lead.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Yeah, absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding. They are piling up the assists.
Now here's Iverson. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. McKee against McMillan. Here's Geiger. Askew. Wingate passes to Askew. Here's McMillan. And it's off from three-point range. .29 seconds left in the first half of the game. Perkins hits the shot. Big smooth there again. The 76ers trail by 12. Poked away. And he lobs it up toward the rim. The basket there by Sam Perkins.
Boy, you got to love it. A picture-perfect alley-oop.
A little surprised, though, Clark. He didn't go for the big slam, but it works just the same.
Counts for two.
Yeah, but it almost makes it a little more special, Kevin. Just grace over power is the way I see it.
Iverson, good on the baseline J.
He's definitely got that shot in his arsenal.
Here's McMillan. Here's Wingate. A sensational shot at the buzzer.
And perfectly timed. Couldn't have.
And so that's the end of the first half. Sonics lead by 15. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half. Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters. Here's McKee. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. And so in the game for the 76ers, Lynch is out there with Hill. Then it's Iverson, and it's Mutombo, and it's McKee in at the point guard position.
Yeah, he got whacked. Shouldn't be much debate on that one.
Yeah, that was as straightforward as it gets, guys.
And he's good on the second. And here is Payton. Jacks up a three. Boy, Gary Payton there with a heck of a move.
The D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been of the three-point variety.
Yeah, and unless they make some rotations and closeouts defensively, there's more to come, Clark.
The drive by Iverson. Passes to Lynch. Over Kemp. They shoot again, and he lays it up and in.
You know, that putback's about as easy as it's going to get. You have to put a body on someone down there.
Well, no box out. That's the results you get right there.
Now here's Payton. He's got 6. From deep. Shot is off. The 76ers trail by 15. Here's McKee, and there's a nice one-handed slam.
Yeah, he put himself in great position to finish that break off, guys.
Yep, right to the rack.
Seattle with the ball. 17 points was their biggest margin. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
Getting off on the right track here early to start the half with some penetration.
The call is checked in for Philadelphia. Bell comes in for McKee.
Timeout call.
And the 76ers decide to take their first timeout here.
Well, he may just be trying to get a break in the action to clear their heads. You know, a lot of their shots are rimming out. You wonder if their confidence isn't suffering at this point.
I think that's a good time to call a timeout. If a team has a few fall the wrong way for them, just burn a timeout and let them forget about it. Regroup, talk about it, and refocus.
Johnson, a wide open look, and once again off the mark by Seattle. Johnson against Iverson. Three-pointer, Bell, good on the shot.
D there, guys, was pretty much non-existent. I mean, you can't leave a good shooter like that open.
Sonics leading by 13. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Hawkins shot good.
Some killer instinct he showed right there, exploding to the rim and adding to that lead.
Iverson against Payton. And that one's good, Iverson.
Man, a pleasure to watch him work at that end of the floor.
Now Payton. 9 points in the game so far. From deep three-point range. Oh, he got it!
Boom!
Buzzer!
Knock it down!
Shot.
Right at the horn. Oh, miracle heave to finish off the quarter. How did he get that to go down?
A nice release and some good concentration as well, but the biggest thing about that, a whole lot of luck.
And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Well, this had to be the choice. It was an absolutely sensational feat, putting it way up there above the rim so that only his teammate could catch it. And not only does he do it, but he powers it down from there.
Yeah, the timing of these plays are just phenomenal.
No question.
Peyton is out there with Hersey Hawkins. Then there's Perkins. Then it's Schrempf. And it's Kemp in at the 5 spot. That's the lineup in the game for Seattle.
And every point they get now puts them one step closer to the W.
If they're not there already, Steve, just a tremendous all-around game of basketball they've played.
Now here's McKee. On the wing, Iverson. He's covered by Hawkins. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
That's his first personal foul. At the line, 7
And the first one drops. Big group substitution here for Seattle. Brakowski, he's checked in for Kemp. Askew comes in for Schrempf. Wingate, he's checked in for Hawkins. And it's McMillan in for Gary Payton. Hill, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Smith comes in for Allen Iverson. Sonics leading by 16. Here's McMillan. Wingate passes to Perkins. Here's McMillan. From deep. And again, Seattle with the triple.
Well, tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. An impressive win for Seattle.
The sheer volume of three-pointers was the deciding factor tonight, it seemed.
Yeah, they sink one, Kevin, and then they do it again. It worked.
That one goes. Count it.
They're on track here in the second half after their less than impressive first half. I mean, I think they came out with some tired legs to start, but they've turned it around. They found some energy, and they look a lot more active and engaged.
They didn't take their time wrapping this game up. They pretty much did it in a hurry.
Yeah, they had a nice spurt to polish this one off.
And McKee kicks to Hill. The shot misses. And it's the Supersonics taking it the other way. Pass to Brakowski. A floater, and that one's good.
And tack on a few more points to the lead. Why not? I suppose this is an emphatic showing for this club.
And, Steve, they did it in style, a beat down the entire way.
Here's the break. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Wingate passes to Brakowski. Here's Perkins. Misses the deep three-point attempt. McKee with it. He kicks it to Hill. It's tipped. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
That's his first personal foul.
That free throw, no good. So it's both teams making substitutions here.
Taking 2 shots.
No good at the stripe this time. The second misses also. Brakowski on the money.
Nice pass. That one was right on target.
So no problem for Seattle as they get the win. They put on a show tonight, thoroughly controlling each end of the floor.